What's going on, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. We're doing Friday Night Live on a Saturday. Friday Night Live on a Saturday. That's like watching Saturday Night Live on Friday. Um, Back in town after a quick trip to McAllen, Texas last night. Went to McAllen last night with the homie Mo Hustle. The homie Young Star was out there. The legend. The legend Rashid was out there, and we put together a nice show, man, and had a great time. And I want to shout out to the people of McAllen, Texas, and all the surrounding places who came out and had energy. But we back, and now I have no energy because I'm tired. I haven't slept hardly a bit. But I want y'all to come in and click the like button if you haven't already. Click the like button. As soon as you come in, click that thumbs up for your big brother. And we can get into this. We're going to do some open topic stuff. I'm going to cover some other things too that I'm going to throw out for the open topic. But also I want y'all to be sure to chime in on whatever it is y'all have on y'all mind. We got mass shootings kicking back up again. Is it me, or does it seem like these mass shootings only they ramp up during like summertime? Is it me? Seems like it ramps up around this time of year. I could be wrong, but hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button, man. Come on, quit being stingy with the likes. Y'all click it right now. But yeah, it just seems like I don't have to be right. I'm just feeling like summertime is when it gets warm, these mass shooters come out. But y'all fact check me on that, because maybe it has been in different parts of the year. Maybe it is leveled out across the board. But nonetheless, it's something that you got to keep your eyes open for, man, because you got a mentally disturbed or just a plain flat out idiot that would just be sitting at home and decide he wants to go to a mall, or he wants to go to just some type of gathering and decide he wants to shoot up and kill a lot of people, man. And there's no boundary restrictions applied. They're doing this and flips out and decide that that's what they want to do. So keep your head on a swivel, protect yourself at all times, and always keep an eye on people that look suspicious, because the one thing about it, you always want to be the one to get the jump. You want to be the one to tell the story, not have the story be told about you. And that's always the goal. So it's sad, man, for the families of these people who, like, I think somebody ran up in the mall today and shot up like 9 people. And, it's just sad, you're in the mall, man. You're in the mall, just doing what you're doing, having a good day. Hey, let's go to the mall. And then some fool runs in there and does this, and the United States of America spends so much time talking about national security. They spend so much time focused on what they perceive to be threats from foreign nations, but they have a serious level of neglect for domestic security, domestic terrorism that takes place within the borders of this country year in and year out. So something wrong with that picture, and it puts a lot of weight on the people. It puts a lot of weight on the people to have to hey, we got to look out for ourselves, because it's not hard to implement security measures in these facilities, man. You know, metal detectors and things like that. You know, I don't think it's hard to do that, man, but you just don't see it. But we open topic tonight, y'all. So we'll see what's going on, man. I see a lot of familiar faces coming into the building. Appreciate the love, Daphne Martin. Appreciate that. Y'all hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. I see a few new names in the building too. I'm just looking at some of the names. I see the homie Steve Rio is up in here. Steve always shows up, comes through, man. Show some love. Jimmy Robinson always coming through and showing love, man. But we up in this thing. We up in this thing like Timmy Chan chicken wings. So anything y'all got on your mind? Jimmy said that was also the guy who rear choked her. But yeah, I mean, see, this I just saw another post on Tariq Nasheed's Twitter where he was showing some footage of this guy that was so-called breaking up a fight between these two brothers, I think at a Waffle House. And he went straight into a chokehold as well. So here's what's going on. These chokeholds that they're doing, this is something new. I don't say it's new, but this is something that's a trend now. This trendy little chokehold that a lot of these white guys are using on black guys. You know, it's just a tactic. It's just some new fighting tactic that they're using. And in my opinion, they're just experimenting. Like, man, I just want to figure out a way to use this choker. I've learned how to do this. You know, you get something new. You get something new and you want to try it out. You get a new car. You want to see how fast it can go. You get a gun. You want to shoot it. You want to go to the range, and anything that you get that's new, you want to test it out. So they've learned this chokehold, and I'm assuming the thought process is that, oh man, it's boring just to know it. It's boring just to use it in practice. And they look for any opportunity they can to use it. So you saw that brother get choked out in New York when clearly there was see, here's my deal. It's even like with the police, because the police are the masters of that. Once you have an individual subdued, once you got him, you got him. See, it's the same with George Floyd or whoever else you can think of. Once you have somebody, if your intentions are really just to, I got to stop this person. Hey, man, this person was a threat. Hey, I'm trying to apprehend. Once you got him, you got him. So when you continue to keep choking, and see, I'm giving benefit of the doubt because, like I say again, I just feel like they just looking for an excuse to choke somebody. They just want to do it. But hypothetically, like I say, once you got somebody, why are you still choking? He's like, I can't move. I'm done. You got me. And you still choking. And you're still choking. And you still choking. So that tells me I ain't the brightest tool in the toolbox. Hey, man, but that tells me that you want to kill somebody. That's what you want to do. You know, ooh, it's getting good to you. You just, ooh, this feels good. I'm taking his life. I'm killing him. I got power. I'm like God right now. I hold the power to his life in my hands right now. And people said, oh, man, that's enough. You got him, man. And you still, kill him. Learned this chokehold. I got to use it. See? So these are all things, man, to look out for, man. You got mass shooters. You got chokers out here. Steve said that demons took over. Codeine. What's going on, Codeine, my brother? It's the only alien I've ever met. Nah, Maria. I see people are talking about aliens and UFOs. Apparently, y'all saw my interview with Brother Ilya Rashad Muhammad, which I was honored to talk to our brother and get that beautiful, beautiful information that he shared with us, share with the world about this UFO phenomenon. For those who don't understand it, for those who get emotional in his explanation of it, do some research. Don't get mad, get educated. I like that. I might put that on a t-shirt. Don't get mad, get educated. Because see, this is a mistake that we make. We see things, we hear things on face value, right? And before we understand them, we get emotional because it may strike a chord based on aspects of it that we may feel are attacking us when it's not actually an attack. Truth is not an attack. Truth is not an attack. This brother is a part of a research team. He's part of the research team of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. He is part of a research team, which means that he is bound by obligation to fact check, to make sure that not only what other people may put out publicly is true or false, to check the truth or the falsehood of a thing, but also to fact check himself, to fact check and make sure that any information that he releases to the public is indeed factual. So this is not somebody sitting around making stuff up. This is not somebody sitting around trying to put out shock value information and shock value material that's going to garner clicks and views. No, this is not what it's about. So if you take any issue or you hear any aspect of what he said in the interview that I did with him, or in any other of his writings, his book, which I happen to have, and the documentary called Answered. Man, can y'all read the words under it? You get this documentary, man, and you get this book. See? Get this book. Don't feel attacked. And what I've learned is that a lot of times people get in their feelings when they don't have people get into their feelings and they lash out in an emotional response because they don't have a logical defense to present in opposition to what was presented to them. So instead of being able to come back with intelligence or come back with a retort that has information of their own that they stand on, this this guy's thing, that's not wise. Oh, they crazy. All the people crazy. Oh, K-Rino, you crazy for believing that. Man, y'all been knowing me a long time. And while I'm sure there are a lot of names that you could probably call me, one thing that I'm sure we may all agree, maybe not everybody, but I think I would be safe to say that those of y'all who've been on my channel and listening to my music and coming on my lives for the last few years, y'all can safely say that I ain't crazy. I don't come off as crazy. I think that if I was crazy, like if I was off, like it was something like really off about me, and I was doing YouTube and social media like that, my channel would be way bigger than what it is. Don't y'all agree with that? Because if I was crazy, I would probably be on here just flipping out and just talking about different people and losing and acting, speaking like a lunatic. And that would bring a lot of attention because that's what we are attracted to, right? As a society. So, you know, I'm not crazy, which means I'm not going to follow behind something or somebody that is. So if you're too lazy to fact check, if you're too lazy to research what was said and what you heard Brother Ilya say, that's on you, not on me, not on him, not on anybody else. But when the racial dynamic gets mentioned, that's when people start, that's when people get in their feelings. Don't get mad, get educated. Find out. Find out what they know that they don't want you to know. And why. Then we can all sit down and have some understanding. So shout out again to our brother Ilya Rashad Muhammad. I stand with you, bro. And gonna stand on the teachings till the wheels fall off. Nothing gonna knock me off of that. That's y'all problem, not mine. Let me see what we got. We open topic tonight. What's up, Keandria? Again, man, while we got a few more people in here, I want to reiterate what I said when I first came on. I want to shout out to all of the people out there in McAllen, Texas, who came out last night, came to see me and Youngstar and Rashid come out to see us do our thing, man. We had a great time out there. It was so much love in McAllen. That was my first time going out there. And the people showed us so much love and support. I mean, it was just all night. From the time we hit the door, it was just embrace, you know. And I always like to be around our true supporters, you know, South Park Coalition, our true supporters, and people who never got a chance to see us. It always makes me feel good to be in y'all's presence because I get a chance to meet people that have been rocking with us for years. And we've had this connection through the internet. Like Steve Rio out there in Canada, man, been rocking with us for years, man. And then I finally get to go out there and get a chance to meet Steve and shake his hand, take a picture and all that, man. I mean, you know, that's some full circle type ish. You know, that's one of the blessings that this industry has blessed me with, to be able to meet people from all over the world, man. Open topic, man. What's on y'all mind? Open topic tonight. Is anybody in here that was at the show last night? Who was at the show last night? We got anybody at the show last night? Willie Lump. Chi-Town. Dollar Bill. Hey, man, Dollar Bill, man. Look, we get ready, y'all. The Houston Comic-Con is coming. The 26th through the 28th of this month. The Houston Comic-Con. And for those who don't know, we have a comic book out. Some of y'all may have just been coming in the last few live streams. We got a comic book right up over my shoulder. Look where this pen is going. Look where this pen is pointing. Y'all see that poster back there in the background? That's my comic book. Right in the background. We will have our own section at the Comic-Con at George R. Brown Convention Center in Houston, Texas on the 26th of this month, man. So y'all come out. If you're in the city, come out and support. Come out and support. We want our booth to be popping, man. We want our booth to be popping. Y'all come out. If you ain't got no money to buy a comic book, just come in and just hang out and chill by the booth with us. You know, y'all more than welcome. But we still want you to come support. But it's gonna be dope, man. It's gonna be dope. It's all good. What's on y'all mind tonight, man? I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling. Do you have any more books coming out in the future? I don't know, Steve. Somebody asked me that. I don't really do a book unless I definitively know what I'm gonna write about. And when I did the first book, I was like locked in, like, yeah, that's what I want to do. So far I haven't really come up with anything that I want to write. Y'all, maybe y'all can give me some suggestions. I mean, what would y'all like for me to what would y'all like to see my next book be about? You know. DNS is in Germany, man, and he's coming to Houston. So that's about 2 months from now, huh? DNS will be in H-Town. SPC 2G, first trip to the H, man. We're gonna try to make sure that we got some stuff going on during that time frame, man. We want to keep you busy. I know Decipher was talking about keeping you busy while you're out here, so get you some rest. See, we SPC worldwide, man. DT says logic is a foreign concept to many. Absolutely. And you know the crazy part about it, don't y'all hate when logic is staring somebody right in the face? It's like right there. It's like this can't be explained or presented in a more logical way. And the person is still like, that's called being hard-hearted. Being hard-hearted means that there's a block on your mind that you are not even able to properly receive clear messages, because there are a lot of things that are just not meant for certain people to accept. They're just not going to accept it. Doesn't matter what it is. You can go into religion, you can go into whatever. There are just certain things, no matter how clear cut it is, that certain people are just going to reject. So that's why the job of a messenger is just to deliver the message. That's your job. It's not your job to just keep trying to beat them over the head with it and force them and slap them nah. When you have knowledge, when you know something that is beneficial to the people, hey, your only job is to tell them, hey man, I'm just here to tell you. You ever tried to tell somebody something and then they start going in on you, and you have to tell them, hey man, look, hey, what they say, I'm just a messenger. Or they'll say, don't kill the messenger. Bro, I'm just telling you I'm just telling you the dude is breaking in your car. I'm just letting you know they down there breaking in your car, bro. Oh man, why they breaking in my car, man? I just bought that. They don't know. Hey man, hey, go check on your car, bro. I'm just telling you. I got stuff to do. But certain people can't get that. There are people in this world who cannot deal with the very simple act of people disagreeing with them. There are people who cannot handle you simply disagreeing with them. Simple stuff. Man, I really think that I think the Lakers gonna beat the Warriors. I think Golden State gonna win. What? Hold on, man. Wait a minute. I can't, man. Not. They just lose it. They don't have the ability to just go, oh yeah. That's your opinion. We'll see. Time will tell. Bandolph says, when will you do a new album? I'm working on a new album. I'm always working on a new album. Even when I'm not working on a new album, I'm working on a new album. So we got about 3 or 4 projects in the pipeline. We got the South Park Coalition album that's finished and getting ready to drop. I recorded an album with my homie Ben out there in Canada that's getting ready to drop. And I'm getting ready to work on another album as well, and some other stuff. So we got a lot of stuff in the pipeline, man. We coming, bro. We coming, man. Andres Almanza, he was at the show last night, man. I remember you, Andre. I remember you, homie. He came over there and supported my merch table, showed me some love, man. He said them acapellas last night were out this world. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'm just trying to be a rapper when I grow up. That's all. I just want to be a rapper when I grow up, man. And just to be honest with you, Andres, to be honest with you, bro, one of the things that I don't like about rap today is that a lot of rappers, not all of them, but a lot of rappers don't show their abilities on stage. They don't see, when you come to the show, you want to hear what the artist can do. You want to see his raw abilities on the stage, you know. So last night was me having an opportunity to display why I believe y'all are not wasting y'all time to come see me. I have to give you your money's worth. So I have to show you that I'm not just a studio rapper. That I'm not, okay, it sounds all right, it sounds good on the record. Nah, I want it to sound good live too. I want to say, whoa, this guy's the real deal. This guy's the real deal. He raps for real, you know. So I'm glad you caught, I'm glad you peeped that, man. I'm glad you peeped that. That's good motivation, man. Forces Unknown says certain people aren't ready for the message. They are not ready or at the level to receive it. Man, that is a beautiful, beautiful point. And I'm going to tell you why. Because just like I said that no matter what you say to certain people, they will never take the message in because their hearts are hardened, their brains have a block on them. It's like nothing gets in that goes outside of what they're traditionally used to hearing and believing. But to your point, Forces Unknown, what happens sometimes is that the message goes in, but the understanding does not release and activate until later on. It could be years, but the message does go in. So people are not ready to receive it at that time, but it pops up later. I've had that happen to me all my life. I've had knockdown, drag out arguments and debates and discussions with people, and they dropping their point, I'm dropping my point, and then years later they come back and tell, hey man, you was right, man. I see it. What I understand what you were saying. It's like a time release on certain messages because everybody, while one person might take it in instantly, somebody else might take a little longer. It's like if you got a classroom full of students, everybody doesn't learn at the same rate or at the same speed or within the same time. So, hold on, man, let me turn my channel. So that in itself, man, that's a beautiful point. That's a beautiful point, man. Forces Unknown. What do you think about Israelites? Hey, man, some of my best friends are Israelites. The true Hebrew Israelites. Anna Monarchy is in this thing. Kat Becker. What's up, Kay? I'll be going through a world of trouble. Lottery. The world against you. The world against me. You say the world is against you? Well, I'll say this. Think about the word world. So if you're saying that the world is against you, then that means that you need to remove yourself from that particular world. It's more than one world. So we say the world is against me. You're speaking about a particular area of life that you are immersed in. Certain people, certain things, certain activities that you are immersed in, if that seems to be working against you, then you need to remove yourself from that and move into a different kind of world. Because if you remain in that world, knowing admittedly so that you just admitted that the world is against you, then now if you stay in it, you are basically proven to be against yourself because you stand in it. So if that world is a problem, exit stage left. Maybe because I'm addicted to going into the fire, but usually I always see the light in the darkness. Well, yeah, hey man, self-preservation is the first law. So, you got to learn how to read the room, brother. Got to read the room and exit. What's up, L? Rick Wick, what part did you disagree with? You say you disagree entirely. I didn't care. I don't even remember what I was saying to know what part you were talking about. DT says this is generally because they already made their mind up to be against. That's a good point. Some people, I said this before, some people will ask you a question just to see what side you're going to take so they can take the opposite side. They don't really even have a dog in the fight a lot of the time. Some people just like to be argumentative and confrontational. But some people will ask your opinion already knowing what they want to do. Man, what you think? Should I? And then again, when you say the opposite of what they have in their mind to do, then they get mad. Why would you say that? Hey man, you asked me my opinion, man. I just told you. See, gotta be mindful of that. Codeine could be like a Tales from the Crypt comic with your storytelling songs. Cleansing Room, The Man in the Mask. Like 3 songs per book. You know what? Yeah, that is a dope idea. They would have to be like shorts. Yeah. Rick says, oh, the comic book is sold out. I mean, Dollar Bill, what's the status on the comic book as far as the website goes? I think Dollar Bill is still in the building. My boy Ben is in the building. I just got them talking about you, Ben. We was talking about the album, 11th Hour Entertainment. That's the homie Ben out in Canada. He said that these laws, I'll be getting in trouble, man. I got to watch what I say. Will be lifted. Me and Nate will be coming to Houston. Oh, they lifting the law out there. That's cool. Yeah, man. Y'all come on down to the H. Come on down to the H. We're not going to freeze y'all like y'all froze me. Yeah. How much are your book prices? My books are on the website like $30 a piece. We got to restock. Shout out to everybody who supported and bought books last night, bought music, bought t-shirts. Y'all know I got an ongoing feud with y'all behind these shirts. Because I always print up shirts that y'all never order. Y'all get me every time. How can I order that hit list? The physical copy, Spiky, I know you can get it digital. But if you're talking about the physical copy, it makes something happen. Manny French is in the building. 11th Hour. Yeah, we need to do a legit show in Toronto next time. Yeah, no doubt. See, what we did in Toronto, we did a meet and greet, and while I was out there, I was like, man, we do a meet and greet and the people come out. I want to at least do a small performance, you know. I just want, so what we did in Toronto was just a small, quick little performance, intimate performance, but it wasn't a real show. Yeah, so yeah, we need to do a real show where we can really, really, really make it do what it do. We can make it do what it do. Yeah, man. Open topic, y'all. Is that Ouroboros principle cannabis collab again? That's a nice mix of life. Yeah, anytime, man. Anytime. I'm always down. Dylan Riley is in this thing. I gotta catch up, man. I'm way behind. What size you wear, Keandria? Do you think knowledge and messages become more accessible and attainable if different people have the same thought or message across the planet, even if they never make contact with one another? Do you think knowledge and messages become more accessible? I mean, well, that's how a lot of principles spread anyway, because like-minded individuals, they come together somehow and they share the like-minded thought. So that's kind of already been the template anyway, if I'm understanding your question right. Um, yeah, that's what the internet does. See, I could start a group tomorrow. Look, you got to think. I could start a group tomorrow because people do it all the time. You can start up a group that's called the Koala Bear Lovers of America. We're the Koala Bear Lovers of America. And we start promoting this site, and then everybody who loves koala bears, they'll start signing on, and next thing you know, we'll have a whole group. We have a Facebook group on about koala bears, and people will be on there with pictures with them, and you know, so yeah, people will gravitate towards people that or ideas that match their own beliefs and ideas. Yeah. Felix says, tell them what they need to know, not what they want to hear. That's right. We get too intoxicated by what we want to hear. See, that messes us up. When you got people around you that just feed your ego, that's a bad combination, man. That's a bad. You don't want people like, you want straight shooters around you. If you are, and I'm gonna say this, if you are a person who may be, you're a person of power, you're a person of influence, you're a boss, or you just a leader. You're just a leader. You may not have a bunch of money, whatever, but if you're the type of person that only like for people to stroke your ego and tell you how great and good you are, but never want people to correct you when you need to be corrected. See, correction is a blessing. You don't want to walk through life in error about something and you thinking it's cool, you know. That's like somebody who, if I come out and I rushed out of the house and I got my shirt on backwards. And everybody recognizes I'm looking crazy with my shirt on backwards and nobody tells me. And I go, how do I look? Oh yeah, hey, you look good. Yeah, you ooh. I make a fool out of myself. And I see myself on TV and man, why did y'all, man, my shirt is backwards. You want people that will correct you. See, when people getting their ego too strong and they have people around them that will correct them or check them on their wrong, they get rid of them people. You don't want those kind of people around you. You want somebody to constantly stroke you and tell you that you're right, no matter how wrong you might be. That's a bad road to walk down. and you set yourself up to fail. Because no matter how big you get, you should always be humble enough to open yourself up to correction, because nobody is perfect in their speech. Nobody is perfect in their actions. And people scared to tell you, well, he paid me, man. I don't want to lose my job, man. Yeah, but you rather lose your dignity, your integrity. That's right. Yeshua says correction is a blessing. Because somebody can tell you something, and if you have a humble enough heart to accept the correction, it could save you. Like, ooh, yeah, and you know, I'm glad you said that. Ooh. But people have this mind state that they feel like being wrong is it's a strike or an attack on your character. Nah, if you're wrong, you're just wrong. So you got to go out of the way. No. So no, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. No, that ain't what you meant. You was wrong, bro. You want to try to make yourself be right, even when you was wrong. Just say, "Oh, my bad. You was right." It's not the end of the world. Somebody tells you something, and you go, "Man, you sure right. Yeah, you're right. My bad." There's nothing wrong with that. Man, you think you know everything. There's people that get mad at you when you right. You just ain't never wrong about nothing, huh? I didn't say that. I was right about that. Marlon MC, what books do you suggest reading? I don't know what you like to read. I don't know what your lane is, you know. I'm a little biased because I read books from the Nation of Islam, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Those are predominantly the books I read because they encompass everything anyway. I don't read romance novels and stuff like that, but I got a lot of books. It depends on what you are. What are you into? Did you keep the colorful money as a souvenir? I kept a little bit of it. I kept a little bit of it, Steve, because everywhere I go, I keep some money. Let me see, man. Let me see. Since you brought that up, Steve-O, what's all this crap, man? Since you brought that up, Steve-O, everywhere I go, I try to bring a little money back. That look familiar, Steve? Hold on. Let me do this. The light puts a glare on things. Steve, this look familiar? But you know, hold on, what is this? I don't know where I got this from. What is this? I know this. Oh, this is British. This from the UK. Okay, hold on. What else we got? What else we got? Let me see. What is that? That's a euro. That's a euro. I got some change. I got all kind of stuff. You know what? But what I can't find my money from Australia though. I don't know what happened to it. But I keep money everywhere I go. I bring money back. I bring money back from different places that I go. Yeah. I wish I did have some Zamunda money. Say, Pookie, if I had some of that Zamunda money, I'm gonna keep that light off. That light was beaming. Yeah, man. Where we at? Let me catch up. Y'all hit that like button, man, if you haven't already. Hit that like button. The Hidden Hills, Dallas, Texas. That's King Asa. Anunnaki, when enough learn something, others spontaneously learn it elsewhere. That's an interesting take. Jason Barrett up in this thing. Okay, I'm catching up, y'all. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. Kay, who do you listen to get influence to make music? Man, I'm gonna tell you, like I say, it's not really rappers. When I really want to get creative, I'm gonna go listen to Stevie Wonder or Prince, somebody like that. I'm gonna listen to some old school stuff when I really want to get creative. Which album, Spikey? Let me show you. Let me show you the way to go. Open topic, y'all. What's on your mind, man? What's on your mind? Anna Menarche says, I don't want the Queen on my Canadian cash or anyone else. Troy Scott says, when you correct some people, they claim you are jealous. Ooh, wait. Or giving off negative energy. Well, yeah, that's a self-esteem issue. Because when you correct people, when you correct certain people, they will, I forgot what I was about to say. They won't accept the correction. You know what I'm saying? They will instantly go into defensive instead of accepting the correction. It's harder for them to just accept the correction. They don't have the humility. It's an attack. So instead of attacking the falsehood that they projected through your correction, okay, thank you, man, for telling me that. Let me go attack that and fix it. They turn their attacks towards the person who is trying to do it out of love. They attack your motives. They accuse your motives of being not in the right place. Rick Wick said, I find myself evolving physically and spiritually faster than I can keep up with. I almost feel like I need to spend some time in the mountains with a kung fu master or something. Well, I mean, if you evolving, that's not a bad thing. That's not something to be worried about. If you're evolving in the right way, you know, you don't want to devolve. You don't want to go in the wrong direction. So if you're growing, if you feel yourself growing in the right direction, yeah, hey man, that's good. Embrace that. You said physically, spiritually. That's a good thing, man. You ain't got to go to the mountain. You didn't evolve in the mountains. You evolved wherever you are now. So if you're on the right road where you are, then don't change it. See, just stay focused on the Most High, and stay focused on keep doing what you're doing. Yeah. Have you come across time travel in your reading? I read a lot about time travel, you know, because I'm a sci-fi kind of guy. I'm interested in that type of stuff. That's why this UFO information is so dope to me, man. Shout out again to brother Ilya Muhammad. Man, because I'm into stuff like that. But it was such a beautiful and refreshing thing to gain knowledge of something that has been presented as fiction for so long, now to be explained and taught in this actual truth form. Is that Joshua Israel? I see you too, brother. Appreciate the love, Steve-O. Yeah, have a good night, Steve. Yeah, what time is it out there? I think y'all are about an hour ahead or behind us. I can't remember. Correctional facilities, institutions. Well, see, those are lies. See, we talk about correction. We talk about correction, true correction. When you see the word correctional facility, like a prison, they ain't correcting nobody. Think of all of the words that they use to define incarceration here in America. You hear the word correctional facility. You go all the way back to when you was young. They would put you in what? Reform school. See what I'm saying? But those words represent change for the better. When you hear the word reform, when you hear the word correction, those words in the definition are supposed to represent change for the better. But in those institutions, it ain't no reform at reform school. It ain't no correction in a correctional facility unless the person who's incarcerated takes it upon themselves to correct themselves. They go into the libraries. They go into study. They make them. They find God or however they make those decisions. There's nothing in place in those prisons like that that really push correction, because look at all of the stuff that they allow. People in there getting raped and beat up and jumped on, and gang activity going on in the prison. The guards are corrupt. The wardens are corrupt. Having sex with the female guards and I mean, man, the prison is a mess. The warden, everybody's corrupt. They lump all different manners of people who committed crimes in the same area. It's dangerous. So a lot of times people come out of prison worse than when they went in, from a mental standpoint. Then they institutionalize you. You don't get reformed or set up in a way that's going to transition you out and make you better when you're back in society. You actually get caught up in what's called recidivism, where the second you go out, you are already destined to come right back in. So by definition, they don't live up to the word correction, but that don't have to stop you from living up to it or helping others to live up to it. We have to correct ourselves. Johnny Gross just said it. See? Like button to all the new people come in. Y'all click the like button. All of y'all new that came in too. Also, man, be sure that you are subscribed to the channel. I was closing in on 60,000 subscribers, and YouTube took away like 2,500 subscribers. So now I'm back down on like 50-something thousand, even though to me it's less than that because I don't get that much engagement. If I had 57,000 true subscribers on this channel, that would at least be 10,000 people in this live right now. Jay Keezy, the Jordan King, is in the building, man. The Jordan King is in the building. My name is nobody. Euphemisms. Is that 3 something visual? You're in Quebec? Okay, Nathan. All right. Gotcha. Canada representing heavy, man. The copyright says, do you direct message to your future self? My live stream, I'm buffering, y'all. Am I buffering? Are y'all, am I coming in? I ain't seeing it on my end. Is ZE the only one buffering, or am I buffering to somebody else? Y'all let me know. Let me know. Am I buffering? Let me know. It's lagging a little bit. Nathan Big Zoc says, shout me out. There it is. Okay, I think it's just a... Okay, well, y'all bear with me, man. I thought I was good over here. Guess it depends. It might be y'all, man. I was with DBX the other day. Open topic, man. What's on your mind, man? I didn't get a chance to do it last night because we was in McAllen. Been a long night. It's been a long night. PTP says, what's the biggest concert you've ever done? When you say the biggest, what do you mean? You mean biggest size crowd, or biggest in terms of the biggest names that I was ever on with? Be specific on that question, and I'll have no problem answering it. Tupac or Biggie? You asking me who I prefer out of Tupac and Biggie? That would be Tupac. I tried to leave you a collab. What do you mean, leave me a collab? Brother Joshua, you tried to leave me a collab. What do you mean? Oh, I was buffering when I started talking about prison. Oh, they doing that again? Sounds about right. I don't shake my money maker, DNS. I don't even have a money maker to shake. We don't do them kind of moves. Man, yeah, we gotta do the vinyl. How many of y'all would rock with some Sorcerer Saga vinyl? If I put the whole Sorcerer Saga on vinyl, would y'all support that? DJ Bud Light says, what happened to Greek? Well, that's a great question, man. If y'all know about Greek, man, he dropped the album in 1990. I think Greek album dropped in 93. Watch this, Bud Light. I got something for you, Bud Light. I got something for you. Don't, you know, a lot of times y'all say stuff and I can bring it to life. Like when Steve asked me about the money, the Canadian money that I have some, you see, I pulled it out. So now he asked me about Greek. You mean this album right here? Sorry for the crack in the case. This Greek right here. Yeah. This album came out, it came out in 1993. Well, you know, Greek retired from the game, man. He's a family man working 458 jobs and always looking for 459. But I talk to Greek every day. I talk to Greek more than I talk to anybody. Just funny you asked about him. Probably out of anybody that I know, I talk to Greek more than anybody. I talk to Greek every day. I'll tell him that you asked about him. But now he's no longer doing the rap thing. Yeah. Oh, okay, I got you. Carol Hickman says, have you ever done any work with Devin the Dude? Or would you in the future if presented an opportunity? Come on, Carol. 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 You must be like Dolomite said, you must be new on my scene. Devin, that's my guy, man. That's my brother. We did a lot of work together. Me and Devin have done work together for years. Song shows. Name, hey, if I'm seeing y'all help Carol out, if anybody really rock with me, give Carol the name of a song that me and Devin got together so she can go listen to it. If y'all know it. If anybody on here know it, we're gonna see if any of my real ones on there. Okay, there go Bud Light. Oh, I know, I should know. There we go. Carol. It's a song called Signs of Hate, where me and Devin collaborate. We got some other stuff too. We got some other stuff. One day we might be able to collab on a music video. Yeah. You never know. Yeah. You must be new on my scene. Oh, you meant crowd size. But both are great questions. The biggest crowd I ever rapped and performed in front of, probably about 10,000, maybe. That crowd was in between 5 and 10,000 because it was at a car show. Yeah, it was at the car show one year, and we performed at the car show one year, and that was probably yeah, I want to say in between 5 and 10,000. Now, as far as the names, I haven't done any shows with like any big names that people know like that. I don't think I've done. Now, I've done shows with isolated, known people here and there, but nobody that would just, be just worldwide known like that by everybody, Keep on working. Yeah, that's the name of the song me and Devin did on the Coffee Brothers album. I couldn't think of that. That's the name of it, I think. What is your inspiration behind your song On This Road? Man, just the idea to make the comparison and use the analogy of life's journey being like being in a car on a journey. Being the car. You are the car. So a lot of the elements and a lot of the principles that are necessary to take care of a car relate to the principles that are necessary to take care of us, Yeah. That would be a cool video. Shinobi, you ain't late, man. I'm in Japan and it's in the afternoon. Making some baby back ribs. Yeah. Wasn't Devin in my bike? But yeah, Devin, it wasn't the bike video. Devin he was in Only in the Hood. Devin been in a couple of my videos. He was in Only in the Hood. He was in I think the video I did called On My Side. Carol, you still here, Carol? I'm finna give you some Devin and K-Rino history. On My Side is a video I did. I got Devin in there. He was in the video song I did called Only in the Hood. Now let me tell y'all the story about that. If y'all have to have seen the video. If you've never seen the video Only in the Hood, go check it out when the live stream is over. But if you watch the video, I think at the end, you see me and Devin at the end. That was just by chance. We was filming a scene at the gas station. And as we was filming, Devin was at the gas station getting some gas. And we just happened to look. So when you saw us look at each other and like, what's up? That was authentic. He just happened to be in the neighborhood while we were shooting the video. That wasn't planned at all. But also, Carol and everybody else who might not know, you know, I do interviews on this channel. So I've interviewed Devin on this channel, and it's still on this channel. So when you get time tonight, just pull it up. Just stay on my channel and pull up the K-Rino interview with Devin the Dude. That's my guy, man. That's my guy, man. That's my boy. Me and Devin, that's my people, 30 years. Can you collaborate with Baby Bash? I'm sure I could. Bash, that's the homie. I've interviewed Bash on my radio when I was doing my radio show. All this is on my channel. Everything y'all go back and watch the interview I did with Bash. That's my guy, man. He's a cool guy. I'm not saying we hang out with him, but that's my guy. He's cool. He's a cool guy. Have you ever had a discussion about rappers from the South not naming you in their top 5 lyrics? Well, no, it depends on what rappers. I mean, there's a video here on YouTube. Shout out to my homie Codeine. It's called "Who Is K-Rino?" And I'm getting a lot of love from rappers from the South. So I mean, I don't really have any problems in that category. Go look at that video. All the stuff I made, yet y'all are bringing up now. All this stuff is on my channel. So go look up the video. It says, "Who is K-Rino?" You'll see a lot of my brothers showing me some love. Have you ever chopped it up with Pimp C? Chavo 7 asked. Yeah, of course. Back in the days, I used to be around Pimp C all the time. All the time. And shout out to Russell Washington, man. Rest in peace to my brother Russ. That's the man who discovered UGK. He's the man who first put Pimp C and Bun out, man. And he passed away last month. And definitely want to keep showing honor and respect to Russell from Big Time Records, man. But yeah, I've been around Pimp C many times, man. Many times. Always cool with the pimp. Chino Barajas, appreciate the love, man. I say you'll get 2 or 3 of them vinyls. I might have to make that happen, man. Let's see what we can do. Y'all asking some good questions now, man. Mr. Dead End, yeah, that's me. I'm original Dead End. Any thoughts on Immortal Technique and KRS-One? Well, KRS-One is my favorite rapper of all time, man. I got so many KRS-One. KRS-One is one of my biggest influences. I love KRS-One. I love Immortal Technique for a different reason. I love him as a great rapper, but I also love Immortal Technique for being a great humanitarian and philanthropist. That's big, man. This guy here, Immortal Technique, he walked the walk. He don't just be running his mouth about consciousness and activism, and he live it. I've seen him in action. So yeah, you brought up 2 great names. Yeah. Is the song a good problem to have a single, or will it be on an album? Well, you know what happened, Andres? That song was a song that didn't make an album. I did an album. I can't remember which one it was supposed to be on. Maybe it been Blessed and a Burden. It was supposed to be on that album, and it didn't make the cut. And it just ended up floating in the universe. So I don't know if I put it. I probably wouldn't put it on nothing. It'll just float like it is, I guess. Yeah. Benny Paz, man. Yeah, that guy's hard. That guy's hard, man. Willy Wonka, can we get a re-release of the comic book? We did a re-release. The initial run was limited edition. Then we re-released it. So now we got to do a re-release. Information on that. I don't know if he's still in here though. Willy Wonka, where you at? Where you at? What city you in? Are you in Houston? Instinct Hip Hop, top 5 Houston. I appreciate, yeah, man. You know what, man? Instinct. I'm gonna tell you one of my pet peeves, y'all. I appreciate that, Instinct. Now I can't knock nobody's opinion. Everybody got their own opinion. I can't knock nobody's opinion, but I don't really like when people say, man, not just me, it could be anybody. It could be talking about anybody. I ain't just saying just me. I want y'all to think I'm full of myself. But I don't like, man, boy, he's one of the top 5 lyricists in Houston. Now that may be true, but I don't like to relegate people to just an area. It's like, okay, if I feel like I'm not gonna say you one of the coldest lyricists in Houston. I'm just gonna say you one of the coldest lyricists, period. Well, I gotta just keep you in Houston. That means I'm really not that good. If you just can say he's one of the top lyricists in Houston. Houston is just a small place. But you got all the rest of this world and all these other lyricists. So that means he's really not that good because he's only top 5 in Houston. That's how I look at it. And I'm going to tell you what else I don't like. So y'all will stop doing this. Because you may think you're giving somebody a compliment, but it's really not. You don't mean nobody no harm, but you may think you're giving them a compliment, but you're not. Don't call me, man, you like the Rakim of the South. Don't say that. I don't like that. Only one Rakim. There'll never be nobody like Rakim. There'll never be nobody like Cannabis. There'll never be nobody like KRS-One. There'll never be any, all these great. When you tell another rapper, man, you're like the such and such of the such and, no, just let them be them. Now, I understand what people mean. I understand the context and how you mean it. I get all that. But don't apply somebody else's name to somebody else. They're themselves. See? You don't call anybody well, you like the Big Daddy Kane of the West Coast. No, he's just him. You know? If he's a lyricist, give him that accolade as being a lyricist, man. That's just me. I just got to hang up on that. Yeah, there's a difference between confident. I made that video the other day. It's the difference between confident and cocky. Overly cocky and this unjustifiably cocky. You can be cocky, but you better have the foundation. Click the like button if you haven't already, man. Let's get to 100 likes, man. Let's get to 100 likes before we go. And so you don't have to look at me as the best lyric. I don't fish for compliments. I don't fish for that. I'm just saying to whoever it is, just give them their credit for who they are. Don't compare them to nobody else. Comparisons are cool in certain contexts, but when a person is trying to carve out their own name, or they feel like they already have, the last thing they want to do is hear their name mentioned in a similarity to somebody else. Yeah. Open topic, y'all. How come you have so much wisdom? I love your lives. Hey man, God is the author of wisdom. Everything come out my mouth, I got it from somebody else. Somebody taught it to me. I was born with nothing. I learned by listening to wise parents, wise OGs in my hood, dope rappers, Minister Farrakhan, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and that's my foundation. And life experience. That's it. The only thing I can chalk up to give myself credit for is the life experience. Everything else I learned from somebody else. Carol Hickman says, what are your thoughts on strippers in this era, or ex-strippers becoming rappers? Well, I would rather a stripper to become a rapper than to keep being a stripper. See, a lot of people get mad. Ah, man, she wasn't nothing but a stripper. I mean, I feel this would be more honorable to to try to be a rapper than to be getting naked for money. While some would argue, well, they rapping and they still getting naked for money. But there's also a transition process, give people time to grow. I've seen a lot of these female artists who come out of that lifestyle, come out of that world, the stripper world, right? And when they first hit the scene, they incorporate a lot of that into their music. You see a lot of that. You see the outfits, you see the dances, you see the language in the songs. But over time, you see them evolve out of that. You see them start you see the dress pattern start to change, get a little more modest, a little classy. They may revert back here and there. You hear the content kind of shift a little bit. They may still do because that's what got them on. So they kind of still got to keep one foot in where they bread is buttered. But, you give people time. Now, do we need to speed up the process? Yeah. But give people time. I saw Sukiana. I saw an interview she was doing, and she was talking about that. And I was so impressed because she was saying, look, man, I'm evolving, I'm growing. I'm not gonna be on what I'm on for all my life. She was talking about becoming more, I'm paraphrasing, becoming more mature in her content and dressing more appropriate. I mean, I was like, yeah. So we look at people on face value and we condemn them like, oh man, you go slutty hoes and man, come on, man. Ain't none of us perfect. Ain't none of us live no spotless life. And ain't none of us living no spotless life. So the same way that we've made mistakes and we want second chances and people to allow us to grow and get better, we can't look at people and feel like, oh, well, they celebrities, and just take target practice on them either. We all of God. And we all falling short. Let me see what else we got. That's a great question. Some people deserve to be cocky. Leslie Arena. Yeah, if you're gonna be cocky, I don't always, I prefer, I like quiet confidence. But if you're gonna be cocky, you better have the tools to back it up when it's time. It's like certain boxers, they talk all that talk, man, and get in the ring and knocked out. You ever seen that clip of that dude, the boxer? He was dancing the whole way on to the ring. He was on the way to the ring. That dude dancing and doing backflips and he just putting on a show. And his ring walk lasted longer than the fight. Yeah. What is your opinion on what is the correct diet for humans? Well, I'll share what I believe it to be in the form of a book. Again, I get my wisdom from the real wise sources. If you read this book, this will teach you about the correct diet, teach you how to eat to live. This is it right here. So what is contained in this book is what I believe to be the correct diet. And you can get this book from NOI.org, How to Eat to Live by the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. The gospel says too many soul ties. Strippers and porn stars are agents of chaos. Are they the only ones? They're not bigger agents of chaos than politicians. They're not bigger agents of chaos than some religious leaders. Because that message, the message that is released through politics, through the political arena, through the religious arena, those messages, in a lot of cases, when they're corrupted, they initiate more chaos than a stripper could. And I ain't defending stripping. So we got to look at the totality of this thing. Who promotes the stripper culture? Stripping been around for a long time, but the popularity boom that it's experienced, that's recent, within the last decade or so, due to reality TV, social media. So there's a platform, a big platform in place that allows that pushes that kind of content and drives our young people into that world. Who is the controller of those platforms? Those are the agents of chaos. Because a rapper who speaks negativity in their raps, that negativity can only go so far until a major label signs them and markets and promotes it on a worldwide scale. The stripping culture can only go so far until a bigger platform promotes it and markets it on a worldwide scale. So we can look at the branches all we want, but if we don't start looking for the root, we're going to steady be looking at them branches, blaming them branches. But the root is the lifeline of the tree. That's just my take on it. Chavo 7 says, I read in your book you stayed in Marietta, Georgia before going to the Million Man March. Yeah. When we went out there, the guy that helped us get out there, he was friends with a brother who lived in Marietta. And that brother allowed us to stay at his house leading up to the time that we all got in this van and drove from Marietta to Washington, D.C. His name was Mark. And guy didn't even know us. Opened his home up to us, came and picked us up from the airport. I mean, just That spirit of unity was there, man. Yeah. Can you tell us more about your song "Be Careful" and the message behind it? Yeah, I mean, the title speaks for itself. We gotta catch ourselves sometimes when we are interacting with people that we don't know, or people who whether we want to admit it or not, in those moments, we look at those people as being less than us. Somebody on the street begging for some money. Somebody on the street, well, I'm just speaking in like the neighborhoods I grew up, we see these kind of things all the time. I don't know if you live in certain neighborhoods, maybe you have. You may be riding down the street and see somebody standing in the middle of the intersection just talking to themselves. You may see somebody dirty, filthy, not smelling too good. And we look down, be careful how you view those people, and be careful about how you interact with those people and how you treat those people in those moments when y'all cross paths. Because it's not always about them necessarily being an angel that's testing you, but you are being tested from the standpoint that, let's see how you treat somebody who's in a lower position than you while you are in a higher position at this moment. Are you worthy to be in the position that you in? And it's based on a lot how you treat other people. Because I wrote another song on my latest album called "The Tables." You heard that song called "The Tables," Forces Unknown? And it's a build on the song "Be Careful." It's a build on that. Where you are today is not necessarily where you're going to be tomorrow. Whether you up or down now. There are many people that are up now that could tell a story about when they was down, down, down. And there were people who may have looked at them in that moment and would never imagine that they would be where they are now. And vice versa, there are people who are up now who you would never believe could possibly be down one day. So you don't know. So that arrogance that we have in moments in our life, or what we just on top, to make the mistake of thinking, well, this can never end. I'm gonna always be like this. I can never. This is me forever. It might be, but it might not be. And in my opinion, you decrease your chances of staying on top based on how you treat people when you're on top. It don't hurt to be nice. Don't hurt to smile. Don't be nice. Hey, how you doing? Somebody speak to you, you look at them. I ain't got time. Nah, don't do that. Yeah. See, Jimmy be listening. Jimmy be listening to my lyrics, man. Zigzag, boy, I'm good to see you, Zigzag. Zigzag say, do you still think the earth is a ball, though? How can you ask that question, Jim? Look at my pen. Look what this pen is pointing to. Do you still think the earth is flat with a dome over it? I'm gonna ask you a question the same way you asked me one. Do you think that the earth is flat with an invisible dome over it? Do you think that nobody's ever been to Antarctica? Has anybody ever been to the edge of the flat earth, Zigzag? What happens if you go to the edge of the flat earth on either side, either corner? What would happen? I'm asking. Enoch Vision says, but bringing that ratchet crap and promoting it to the young for what? They should know that isn't promoting growth. No, they do know. Think about it. Enoch, yeah, you're asking a wonderful question. The root, which is the powers that control the record industry, the movie industry, the social media, the root, the satanic minds who control that. When you say for what, it's for the purpose of degenerating the minds of those young people, those inner city black and brown people, to destroy them and knock them off their true purpose, and to maintain control over them. So we focused on dope, money, stripping, pimping, jewelry, violence. It's genocide. That's all it is. Do you think to be a multi-millionaire rapper today, you have to sell your soul? Big labels, but nah. Have anybody ever heard of any tales about Tech-9 selling his soul? Tech-9, from what I understand, I don't know him personally like that, but from what I understand, he's doing very well, having done everything independently his whole career. Never heard about him selling his soul. From what I understand, E40 has done very well in his career. Never heard about him selling his soul. See, it's all about the path you take. It's all about what you're willing to do and not do that determine. You can get it. You can get the multi-million. They'll give it to you. But what do you have to give to them? But if you got the right business mind and you got the right grind, then you can do very well for yourself without having to dance with the devil. Dance on your own. Dance when you want to hear some music. The devil make you dance when ain't even no music playing. And then you got to dance with him. See? Magneticus attractus. Man, Instinct Hip Hop. You must have heard that verse I spit last night. Hold on, let me catch up, y'all. I got behind. Life Path 7. If every American decided to withdraw their funds from all banks Monday, the entire financial system would crash. Yet classism prevails. I mean, well, we saw an example of that with the bank that recently collapsed, the Silicon Valley Bank, where those people got this tip withdrawing their money from the bank. I think they took out I forgot how much they took out, but when everybody started making a rush to withdraw their money because they thought something bad was going to happen, they heard something bad was going to happen, collapsed that particular bank. So yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. The banks are not really benefiting the people anyway. The interest you collect on your money is practically nothing. The banks don't do nothing but play around with your money. So yeah. But unfortunately, the financial system in America is going to collapse anyway. You see all these nations coming together, consolidating with the current, removing themselves from the American dollar and locking in on their own currencies and stuff. It's coming, man. You can see the writing on the wall. This thing is collapsing. Humans just want to discuss topics at this point. No one wants real change. Well, some people won't change. People are just not willing to do the things that are necessary to implement the change. See, change requires work. And a lot of us like, oh, I got to work. And if some people are complacent and they get caught up like the familiarity and the comfort zone of doing things like it's been, and it's not been any benefit to us. Hey man, we need 8 more likes, man. 8 more likes. Try this again, man. Y'all ain't gonna do right though. Y'all ain't gonna do right. But that's my podcast channel. Y'all go subscribe if you haven't already. And don't just subscribe, man. Watch the videos, man. Y'all go watch all that other stuff, people cussing and talking crazy, and y'all be loving that stuff. You ain't fooling me. Your big brother out here trying to drop some little knowledge on the little knowledge that I got. I'll be trying to pass it on. Appreciate y'all getting us to that 100 likes though. That's love. Yeah. JD. What up, JD? What's up, man? JD, I'm feeling like it's about that time for us to come back out your way and make some shake out there. In Dallas or Fort Worth, one out of the two, maybe both. Who knows? Yeah. It's about that time, man. Cookie Cruncher. That's a new name. Hi, Cookie Cruncher. Don't be crunching on them cookies too hard now. Don't be crunching on them cookies too hard. Especially at night. Can't be crunching on them cookies too much at night. Trust me, I know. Y'all hit the like button as y'all come in. I see some new names popping in. Cookie Cruncher, be sure to subscribe to my podcast channel, the Underground Dialogue Podcast right here on YouTube. The Marcus Harris, the same, man. Marcus say, I ain't been on here in a while, but welcome back, Marcus. Subscribe to my podcast channel. That's it right there, man. Go check out the content. New episode drops tomorrow, I think. I'll be in San Antonio, Texas, June the 2nd. That's about 3 weeks from now. I will be performing live in San Antonio, Texas, man. So if you're in San Antonio and anywhere in the area, be sure to come out. Check your big brother out live. Shout out to the homie Novi Soprano for bringing me out. Cookie Cruncher say she just heard my music tonight. And now she on the live stream. Man, boy, you ain't never late. Welcome. Hope you liked it. I ain't even say, I don't even know if you like it or not. I hope you like the music. It's plenty. Go down the rabbit hole. You got a lot to catch up with. You got a lot of homework to do. CC, I'm gonna call you CC. A lot of work to do, but I appreciate you. Maybe the people in the chat, if you tell us what kind of content you like, we have able and qualified people in this chat who've been listening to my music for decades that can suggest songs to you to listen to that you might like. So all you got to do is tell us the type of songs you like to listen to. I got all kinds of stuff. You might not like just pure lyricism. You might not like the political stuff. You might just like songs about relationships or whatever. Tell us your lane, and our qualified staff will suggest songs to you to listen to that we feel will keep you around, will keep you in the community, keep you in the K-Rino community. You're welcome. When am I coming to the Bay? Chino, I got to get to the Bay, man. People always ask me that. Smoke Some 85, thank you, man, for the sub. Go subscribe to the podcast channel, too. Smoke Some. Appreciate that, man. And watch the content. Days of Noah. What's Days of Noah? But whatever Days of Noah is, they all right with me. Drop y'all locations, man. Drop your locations. Let me shout y'all out. Because Cookie Cruncher done came in here. Now she got me thinking about this bean pie. And I got in there waiting on me. It's time for the sweets. Let me shout y'all out, man. Oh, it's a channel. Okay, that's what's up. Appreciate that, Shinobi. BT and Melbourne. Finders keepers. Is that Pennsylvania? Leslie out there in Delaware. Enoch in Pasadena. DNS out there in Germany. DeMarcus in Illinois. We all over the place, man. Ping, ping. We pinging all over the place. Jimmy in Alabama. Shinobi in Japan. Yahudi in Houston. Emerald City, the great Magneticus Attractus. Instinct Hip Hop in Cape Town, South Africa. Man, look, we international, man. That's what the name, that's why my label is Black Book International. That's why that's the name of my label. Willie Lump out there in Chi-Town, Abel Perez in Amarillo, Anunnaki out there in Ontario, JD in Funky Town, Fort Worth, Texas in the building. The gospel said I'm a shortbread Girl Scout cook. Woo, them shortbreads is woo in that blue box. Come on, boy, you speaking the gospel. Man, them shortbreads in that blue box, them Girl Scout cookies, boy. We will fight. My mama always look out for me and give me some shortbread every time Girl Scout cookie season comes around. Man, identity theft put smoke something on. That's what I'm talking about. Bud Light is out there in Minnesota. Chavo in the Peach State. Home of Sleepy Joe. Finders keepers in Pittsburgh, south of Pittsburgh. My bad. Okay. Okay, gotcha. South of Pittsburgh. Okay. Is that 3OL visual? Quebec, Canada. Yes, sir. What are my thoughts on the Jamie Foxx situation? Just praying for Jamie, man. I'm not gonna go into the rumors and stuff because I don't know. But just praying for Jamie, you know, praying that brother pulls through and that he's protected. Yeah. Pat Warren, man, I gotta get to Ohio. Gotta get to Ohio, man. Chino out there in San Jose. Hold on. Gotta catch up. That's right, bean pies. Nathan in Canada. Danita Alexander and ATL. Stone Mountain in the building. Appreciate your presence, Danita. Danita's in the building, man. Hope you subscribe. Hope you keep coming back. Don't be no stranger. Don't be no stranger, Danita. JD keep putting these cookies up here, man. Is that Spready Gibbs? Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta representing, man. Oh, Cookie Craig, you listen to My Vision? I'm good. Good album. Yeah, there you go. I like that. There you go. Listen to My Vision. Good. That's a good intro. That's a good intro album to your big brother. Thank you. Somebody put you on that one, or you put yourself on it. They sent you to the right place. That's cool. Thunder Bay. All right. Andres, I appreciate y'all coming to the show last night, man. The show was dope in McAllen, Texas, man. We had a great time, man. Shout out to Young Star. Want to be a baller. Shot caller, man. We had a great show last night, man. McAllen showed up and showed love. It was love all night. It was love from the time we hit the dough to the time we hit the dough. And that's on the real. So thank y'all, McAllen. Down at the bottom of Texas. Yeah. Now you're not gonna get no bean pie at the store, Magneticus. This is an exclusive recipe. Nah, you ain't gonna be able to get no bean pie at Kroger. Chino, you got any merch out yet? Yeah, I got merch. I always look, man. Oh, hey, hold for 1 second, y'all. I gotta do this. Hold on. I'm glad you said that, Chino. My bad. I'm back. All right, Chino, look. Here's my deal, man. We got these dope shirts. These are shirts I wore on the Rap Economics show when I spit the verse. Limited edition, man. So if anybody wants to order these, we got them in black and white, different sizes. But y'all be playing with me with these t-shirts, bro. I've said this many times. Y'all always ask me, man, make some shirts. When I make the shirts, y'all don't order them. So I don't know. I'm just letting you know. But we got them. I'm not even going to put them on the site. I'm just going to say, if you're interested in the shirt and purchasing the shirt, I guess I'll just put my email address on here. Y'all let me know what you want to do. That's how we going to do that. That's how we'll do that. And they limited. Ain't that many. PTPCO, thank you for the love, brother. I'm glad you called it live too. I'm glad you was here, man. You rolled with us for a long time, man. Tatum, Texas. GL Hamp said Houston, I think. Yeah. Abel Perez says, was the EA Sports song an unreleased song? No. What that was, and shout out to the homie Codeine, who put together that visual for that back in the days. My homie, man, shout out to my homie Sean Coffey. He used to work for NFL Films, and he just suggested to me, hey man, why don't you make a theme song for EA Sports? Because at that time he was doing the what do they call that? The motion caption. I think that's what they call that. You know how they have real athletes, they put those suits on, and then they like do the motion where they catching the pass and to make the figures for the game. He was doing that, and he was like, man, you make a theme song, maybe I could plug it in and maybe they'll use it or whatever. So we made a theme song, sent it to them. We thought it was pretty good, but apparently they didn't like it, so they didn't use it. So it just kind of floating out there. So that's what happened. We made the song, Abel, and they didn't like it. Let me see. What else we got? You doggone right, Shinobi. I speak against the establishment. The establishment works against us. So I speak to work against it. Yeah. Enoch Visions, I appreciate the love. Big Op. Big Op come flying in. Number love, Danita. Appreciate your presence, Queen. We need some feminine energy in the chats. So you, Carol, Cookie Cruncher, y'all keep coming back. This open topic tonight. So this you came on a good night where y'all we can talk about anything, because normally I have a topic that I'm speaking on and it's a little bit more serious, but we do open topic. We just answer questions, have fun, whatever, and anything y'all got on y'all mind, feel free. The comic book will be re-upping on a comic book real soon, y'all. So, and if you live in Houston, we will be at the Houston Comic-Con May the 26th through the 28th at the George R. Brown Convention Center. We'll have our own section over there, so y'all come through and support that. Yeah. Wow, Astro Hippie, you still got your Mind Vision shirt? That's what's up, man. Need a break from the mainstream. You the H, bro? Send me an email. I just sent my email address. We'll link up. The Bully song. Wow. Ajindur. Man, thank you, man. All right, man, let me get out y'all way. Yeah, y'all click y'all notifications. Good looking out, JD. When y'all click that bell, that lets y'all know when I post a video or when I'm on live, so y'all can, help build up the channel. But I really want y'all to go show love to the podcast channel, Underground Dialogue, because y'all missing out on some jewels over there, man. Shout out to my brother Gary Monroe, who was our last guest on the show, and he passed away last Sunday, man. So that was a tough blow. Take a lean. Tech come flying in at the end, man. Okay, look, real quick before we go, we got to do an OG salute. My brother Texas Tech is in the building, man. So look, before we go right now, man, I want everybody to put up a peace sign, a 100, a power fist, a king crown, a strong arm, whatever you got, man. For my homie, y'all, he's under the name DJ right here, man. But that's South Park Coalition OG in here right now. So we gonna do this OG salute for my brother, like we always do. Anytime one of the SPC OGs in the chat, we're gonna do this salute, man. Because we wouldn't be where we at without the foundational pieces. So shout out to my brother. He's in here right now. So we're gonna give him some love. Without question, man. Without question. Yeah, shout out to my brother Monroe. That's a soldier. We lost a soldier, man. We lost a soldier, man. OG salute. There it is. And for the new people, we do this every time. South Park Coalition, that's our organization, our rap organization. And anytime any of the members come in that been down with us 25, 30 years, man, when they come into the chat, we give them the OG salute. Plain and simple. So y'all know what we doing. All right, man, I'm finna eat this bean pie, y'all. I will catch y'all later on. Much love. It's your big brother, K-Rino. Peace.